A super sweet welcome, everybody. Here we are again. Let's come and find a comfortable first position as we do. Setting up nicely, always, you know how to set up. But feel free to sit on a bolster, on a block, on something if it makes your life easier. If support is available, you might as well take it. And as always, if you prefer to lay down, that's not wrong. If you prefer that. It is always finding a moment of stillness, maybe not necessarily in your mind, but at least in your body. Something gentle, something effortless. Settling into our own bodies, our little vehicle in this lifetime. And as always, such a paradox, because in a way we think very, very little of the body. And then we can come obsessed with certain parts of the body. It's always interesting. You're settling into the body as it is. No need to change anything, and no need to move anything. Found it always interesting that often in yogic scriptures or yogic books, it's not called thinking, it's called movements of the mind. So we allow ourselves to become as still as it is available to us right now, both in the body and the mind. Feel a gentle softness come over your body, a softening, less resisting, less protecting. It's all these things your body does for you, consciously or unconsciously. It's the whole spiel of our physical practice in yoga is we are bringing attention to the body, and yet we are aiming not to judge anything. Of course, it's not just a thing you learn and then you have it down. Maybe until you mastered it perfectly after many, 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 many years. But for most of us, it's like, yeah, I'm aware of the idea. I'm aware I shouldn't judge. And here I go again. It's the expression my teacher Clive used for it is like pulling weeds out of the garden. I love this because I remember this very well, doing it in my parents' huge garden. And I hated it. Every Saturday we had to go in the garden and pull the weeds. Every Saturday. You were never done. They keep coming back. So we hopefully in our practice, as with many things you want to do for a long time because you know they do you good, is to find the joy in there. Now, I maybe not so much in this online class, but in my life class. I mean, you know my life class, you know my classes. I like the humor in it. I like that we don't take it so serious because taking something serious and becoming it's so borderline to become fanatic. where this is the only truth and it's only this way, and I don't know why I'm following this, but my teacher told me to do so. It's like, mwah, I find it always a little unnerving. Not that it's a bad thing to become really passionate about something. I remember it from the dancing years. There were so many teachers and choreographers. If you want to do this, you have to spend 24/7 with it. You have to breathe it, you have to love it, you have to eat it, you have to dream it, you have to constantly be in it, which is great. Thank God that career is quite short. Because for a lifetime it's exhausting. You all have your own practice. I'm a tiny little part of your practice. I'm your Thursday night part of the practice, which is lovely, and I enjoy that. But it's good to always see it with a grain of salt or humor. Humor is the most powerful weapon that we have. If you see in fascist and in these countries where you're really trying to keep people down, the first thing that goes is humor. Don't make fun of this. Don't make fun of this until it becomes this wholly untouchable thing. Humor is really important to not to make fun of it necessarily. I don't think I ever tried to make fun of yoga or the practice itself, but I think there are a lot of funny things in there, a lot of hypocrite little things in there, a lot of, well, if you look long enough, you can find many, many funny things. Fun, humor is a wonderful way to level the playing field, to just make sure, wait a second, I'm still in control. I'm still making choices. I still choose to do this, but I can see all the funny bits. And I guess it's also, and that's the last thing I say, quite healthy to be able to laugh about yourself. Sometimes it goes easier, sometimes it doesn't go so easy. But that's the part of where we want to work on, huh? Don't take life so serious. If you like, bring your hands in front of the heart space. You can take a moment to set your intention or make this practice an offering. And the same way as you offer up this practice, I offer this practice to you. Take what you need, leave out what doesn't feel right, just play with the options. As a student 2 weeks ago famously said, I love your class, I can do whatever I want. It's like, okay. Good. I kind of like it. I knew what she meant. It's nice to have a little freedom. Good. Open your lovely eyes and then let's come onto hands and knees right away. Oh, let me take you with me. Hey, babies. I can see you so well without my glasses. Good. Okay. Let's come onto our lovely hand and knee position. Broad space in between your hands, fingers spread wide, already pressing your fingertips a little firmer into the floor. And then you're going to make the right side from shoulder to hip a little shorter, pulling shoulder to hip towards each other. And then you do the same on the left. Left shoulder and hip come closer together. Just shortening the side and to the right and to the left. So yes, you move your butt, but you also move your shoulders. Couple times, shortening the side of your torso. All right. Left. If you want to do that on some sort of specific breath, you can. Or you can just move through it freely. One more time on the right. One more time on the left. Coming back into the middle. Then reaching your right leg back, reaching your left arm forward. Suddenly realizing how heavy your hand and your foot is, your hand and your foot, your hand and you lift it back. Oh, good, nice. On an exhale, crunch it under round the back, possibly kiss your knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to crunch round your back. Draw the lower abdominals in. Last time, reach it out. Place your left hand onto the floor. Turn your right toes, right knee out, stacking right hip a little bit more on top of the left, and then reaching your right foot to the side on hip height, and then you bring it down on the height of your hip and knees. From here, shifting the weight back. If you can keep your right foot flat on the floor, wonderful. Possibly feeling a little bit of inner thigh. On an inhale, bring it back onto your hands, one knee. Right arm reaches up high. Exhale, right arm scoops under the left, reaching out. Inhale, right arm lifts up high. Exhale, right arm under left, scoop. Your right leg is still long to the outside. Right arm lifts up high last time. Exhale, right arm scoops under where you can now bring the shoulder towards the floor. As always, allow your left shoulder to move back. If you want to reach your left arm up or behind your body towards your inner right thigh, you can absolutely do that. Can play around with that little twist. Left knee stays bent, right leg stays long, right foot still flat on the mat. Very nice. And then placing your left hand back in front of your face, lift yourself up and lift your right foot. Ah, place it back. Ah, bring it down. Ah, shake it out. Ah, very good. From here, make sure you have some space on the left side. Left leg reaches back, right arm reaches forward. Holding and lifting and lengthening. On your next exhale, crunch it under, round the back, draw the abdominals in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to lengthen. Right hand down. Turn left leg, left knee, left toes out. Reach left leg slowly towards the height of your hip, the height of your knee. And bring it down to the floor. And if you can keep it flat down, that would be lovely. From here, shifting your weight back. Sinking back towards your right heel. And then shifting your weight back forward. Left arm lifts up high. Exhale, left arm scoops under the right. Inhale, left arm reaches up high. Exhale, scoop under, moving twist. Inhale, left arm reaches up high last time. Left arm reaches under the right. And if you want to bring your shoulder down towards the floor, go ahead. Keep that right shoulder falling back. Right hand can push into the floor in front of your face, or right arm can reach up or over. And then bringing your right hand in front of your face, pushing into the floor, coming back onto your hands. Lift your left leg one more time. Reach it back if you have the space. Bring it down. A wet dog, happy dog, happy dog, happy dog. Curl your toes under and lift into happy down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Cool, 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 cool. Do what you need to do in your down dog here. Whatever feels right to you at this point. Maybe it's some nice and juicy walking, pushing the opposite heel nicely into the floor, stretching your toes, or simply shaking something out. On your next inhale, come forward to a high push-up plank. Exhale, lower down onto the floor. Roll the shoulders back, lift your chest into cobra. How high you want to go is up to you. There is absolutely no good reason for you to lock your arms, so don't do it. Wherever you're looking to, try to make your neck a little longer. And on your next exhale, gently bring it down. Coming back to hands and knees. Exhale back into down dog. And as in life, the only way is forward. Start to walk your feet forward towards the top of the mat, walking heel toe as soon as you can. And as you end at the top of the mat, let yourself hang forward and down. Taking hold of your ankles if you like to draw the torso a little bit more in. And release and slowly roll yourself up to stand. Shoulders coming up last, head coming up last. Bring your hands together in front of the heart space, standing nice and tall at the top of the mat. Let's come a little bit into Surya Namaskar. Wherever you are in your breath now, exhale through the nose. On an inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, half lift, appropriate here. Exhale, step both feet back to down dog. Remember well which foot step back first. On your next inhale, come forward to a high push-up plank. Knees, chest, chin, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, gentle up dog if you like. Exhale back into down dog. On an inhale, right leg lifts up high. Right foot steps forward, big step. Inhale, rising up. Exhale. Settling into really nice, beautiful expression of your big lunge, Anjaneyasana. On your next exhale, place both hands down inside right foot as we do. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower your left ear a little closer to the floor. Inhale, look up, lift your chest. Exhale, step back into down dog. Inhale, forward, high push-up plank. Knees, chest, chin, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. On an inhale, left leg lifts up high. Exhale, left foot forward, big step. Rising up, inhale. Exhale, take your seat. Inhale to expand, to lengthen, to explore, to paint it out. On your next exhale, both hands down inside left foot. Take the inhale to lengthen the spine, chest pulls forward. Exhale, bend the elbows a little or a lot. Inhale, lengthen the arms, look up, arch the back. Exhale, step back into down dog. One breath here in. Exhale, bend your knees, look in between your hands. Lightly step or hop forward. Exhale, fold onto your long legs. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart space. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, half lift. Other footsteps back first. Come into down dog. Very good. On an inhale, coming forward to a high push-up plank. Knees, chest, chin, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back into down dog. On an inhale, right leg lifts up high. Exhale, right foot forward, big step. Inhale, rising up. And one more time. Remember those painting by number pictures? So grab your crayons and start to paint, start to fill that posture. Don't make it a chore, make it a work of art, make it beautiful in your own feeling and understanding. On your next exhale, both hands down, inside right foot, immediately bend the elbows and go deep. Inhale, look up, arch up. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, high plank. Last time, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. On an inhale, left leg lifts up high. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, rising up. Go paint. Go become the Bob Ross of your own yogic practice. Remember what Bob Ross always said. We are not making mistakes. We only have happy little accidents. On your next exhale, hands down, bend the elbows, bring your right ear close to the floor if that's there. Inhale, look up, arch up. Exhale, left foot back, down dog. One breath here in. Exhale, step your feet ever so slightly closer, maybe the lengths of your big toe. Let your heels drop in, bend your knees out, bringing the hips back towards your heels. And then just for the fun, see if we can pull the knees further apart for 3, 2, 1. Lift your sitting bones, turn your knees back forward and exhale. Last breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, look in between your hands. Lightly step or hop forward. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart space. Arms reach up, lift left knee. Exhale, left foot steps back. Big step. Reaching now, left elbow to the outside of the right thigh, right palm into left. Gazing over right shoulder, keeping your feet nice and grounded. On an exhale, reach your left hand down to the floor, right arm up high. On an exhale, look down, hands to the mat, step right foot back. On an inhale, coming forward to a high push-up plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower plank. Push forward and through up dog. Exhale back into down dog. So remember the froggy that we did, the turning the knees out, heels together. Now what we are going to do in a little jump, instead of jumping your feet together in between your hands, jump your feet behind and outside of your hands into a little squat. Ha! I see some question marks. Okay, just a transition. Left hand to the floor, take your right hand to the inner knee and allow to open that right knee a little bit in Malasana, just to play around. So if you want to roll onto the outside of your right foot or something, that's fine by me. Yeah. And then change. Right hand down, left hand. Ooh, pulling the left knee a little out, just opening up. And it's okay if your feet, your heels kind of move. Don't mind it. And then finding your way back into the middle. Hold it for 2 more breaths, just in classic squat malasana. Then placing your fingertips to the floor, lift the butt, turn the toes forward, and fall deeply down onto your legs. Last exhale on the inhale, lift yourself up to stand. Exhale, hands in front of the chest, heart space. Now, when you lift the arms, lift your right knee as well. Stepping your right foot far back into the lunge. Placing your right elbow to the outside of the left knee, left palm presses into the right. If you can already bring your armpit a little closer towards the knee, that might be helpful in the next step. On your next exhale, lower your right hand down towards the floor. Inhale, left arm reaches up high. Expanding your arms, your chest, your wings. And on your next exhale, look down, hands to the mat, step back into down dog. Inhale, forward, high push-up plank. Exhale, low plank or any other version that you prefer. Inhale, up dog, possibly back into low plank, possibly back into down dog. Ah. And then this time, walk your hands towards your feet. Roll yourself up to stand. Place your hands framing your tailbone here, so not your lower back, but really fingers on the butt. Pushing your hips forward, still aiming to shorten our abdominal muscles and lift that chest and go into a friendly little arch. Maybe you're looking towards the ceiling. Maybe you're looking to the ceiling behind you. Maybe you're looking towards the back wall. On an inhale, lift yourself back up, hands to the hips, and then turn open towards the long side of your mat. Arms out to the side. Turn your right foot to the short side of the mat, bend your right knee nice and deep. Let's allow that thigh to become fairly parallel to the floor. A nice big setup. Beam warrior two. Roll the shoulders out of the way and reach your arms up overhead. Left hand takes your right wrist and the left hand pulls your right arm into a peaceful warrior. On an exhale, bring it back into warrior two. Inhale, lengthen the right leg out and really fire up, protect and engage your knee. Right arm reaches forward on another inhale. Right hand down, left arm up high, Utthita Trikonasana. On your next exhale, looking down to right foot, lift yourself up to stand, inhale. And then on your heels, two long legs, turn to the other side and bend your left knee, hopefully nice and deep. Hopefully the setup is just a little bigger than you normally would do. And just that it's always that paradox in our movement. We always work in different options. So even though there is that wish to sink a little deeper, it's never about collapsing the back leg. There is also a sense of lift under your right thigh. Good. Then one more time, rolling the shoulders to the back, palms up, both arms over your head. Backhand, right hand takes the left wrist to extend and lengthen that left arm over your head towards the wall behind you. On your next exhale, bring it back into warrior two. Inhale, lengthen the left leg out. Try to really energize it on the exhale. Inhale, left arm reaches forward. Left hand down, right arm up high. Possibly gazing towards right hand. On your next exhale, look down to left foot for balance. Inhale, lift yourself back up. Turn your left toes, right toes to the long side of the mat. Bend your knees to step or jump your feet together. Arms, palms forward, arms alongside the body. Close your eyes. Then open your eyes. We're going to jump our legs back out with the arms. Yes, to keep it nice and active and acrobatic. Very nice. One last round. Right foot. Toes turn to the short side of the mat. Bend the right knee. Or reach that right arm forward. Right hand down inside. Right foot, left arm reaches up high. Left arm extends over your head. Utthita Konasana. Then reaching your left arm straight up to the ceiling, let your left arm fall behind your back, and then see if we can bring the right hand from under our thigh towards our left hand, making contact. Then release your arms. Lift yourself back into second warrior. Lengthen right leg out. Turn on your heels towards the left. Bend left knee. Nice big setup. Reaching the left arm forward, left hand down. Right arm up high. First classic, right arm extends over your head. Then one more time, inhale, right arm reaches straight up to the ceiling. Let your right arm fall behind your back, behind your left thigh, possibly bringing left arm towards the right hand, making contact. Let your right shoulder push back. Let your right shoulder float above the left, not in front. And then releasing the arms, left hand down, right arm up high. Lift yourself back into second warrior. Lengthen left leg out. Turn left toes to the long side of the mat, hands to the hips. Bend your knees to step or jump your feet together. Arms alongside the body, palms facing forward. Close your eyes. Hands to the hips. Open your eyes. Set your left foot just a little further out so that you can bend your knees. Bring your right arm under your right thigh. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Let your left arm fall behind your back to the outside of your right hip where you connected with your right hand. Look down. See if you can shift your weight onto the left foot, possibly coming onto the tippy toes in your right foot, possibly lifting right foot off the floor, possibly coming up to stand. And bring it back down. Release your arms. Come into a squat. Didn't expect that, did you now? It's not even about the leg lengthening and stretching out. It's really about this moment of possible bind, moment of shifting the balance, moment of coming up, holding it a breath or two, and then right back down. So nothing super big. If you want to stretch your leg out, please do. A shame, as a side. Whew. Bend knees, left arm inside of your left leg to the back. I'm aiming my left hand to my outer left hip. Right arm reaches up high. Let's really twist it out. Right arm falls behind your back to the outside of the left hip, connecting with left hand. Look down. Shift weight onto right foot. See if we can lift left heel. See if we can maybe lift the foot. See if we can come up without falling against the wall. Nope, not today. And bring it back down. Release your arms. Final squat. And then we're going to come to lay on our back in Supta Baddha Konasana, aka soles of your feet together, knees bend out, arms possibly over your head. If you prefer to keep your knees bent and up, if you prefer to have long legs, it's all fine, huh? Let that body be nice and heavy. Let's take 3 more breaths here. And then we're going to add a little heart opener here. A little work in the arms and back muscles. For that, bring your arms alongside the body. Lift your head and chest just enough that we can slide our elbows under our shoulders. And similar to fish pose, Matsyasana, you're going to lift your chest, arch the back, and let the head drop back. That's all. There's this fish pose variation where you do fish pose, but in lotus seat. So this is where you could hold your toes. For 3, lift that chest a little bit more, squeeze your shoulder blades a little more together. 2, and then if you like, bring your head first back up. Bring your chest, your shoulders down to the floor. Bring your knees up, feet hip width. Arms alongside the body, and then come into our half bridge, Setvanasana. And maybe here one more time, just roll the shoulders a little bit under, open that chest comfortably, and make your effort for this round that your hip goes up. Make your effort here really from the legs, pushing that hip up, up, up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly open your arms to bring the hips down. If you like, bring for a moment both knees towards the chest or armpits. If you want to circle a little bit, circle a little bit. And then rock yourself up to sit and shift back into tippy toes, to be honest, would be enough for me. So the next spot is sort of just a little play. Everybody has different shoulders, or you have to take differently care of your shoulders. So don't worry too much about how far you go. I want you just to sort of test it out. From our position here, setting the right hand back and kind of lifting the hip, reaching the arm over. That is all I need. If you want to slide the left hand a little bit more, that's fine. But maybe it's just the lift in your hip, still on 3 legs. And then you would come back into the middle. And then you would generously set it up on the left side, reach a little up, and then you can come back. So that one is clear. Now, the in between, instead of just the squat, why don't we do a forward bend, go back, reach out, come back, forward bend, squat, You're looking at me with very big eyes. Do it slow and gentle. Do it really, really slow in a tempo where you can explore that just a little bit. If you feel right hand flat is too much, maybe you can do a fist otherwise. And then just do that. Lift the hip a little bit, just that you can control it more. If your wrist is what hurts you. Good. Forward bend, bending to the right. And bring it back. Forward bend, squat to the left. Bring it back. Let's do one more time on the right, one more time on the left. And I swear we are done. Then finally, come to sit on your mat. Very good. Bring your right knee into a bend. If you want to reach out to the long side of your mat, go ahead. Parivrita Janu Sirsasana. Left arm reaches over the left leg. Maybe you're going to take hold of the foot and extend. Maybe you want to hold big toe and bring the elbow down. Your choice. Right arm can reach up, right arm can reach over. Just make sure that your right arm supports the intention of what you're doing. Still a side stretch. And if you want to stay open, that's super fine too. And slowly rising back up. If you want to counter stretch to the other side, you can do that. And then we're going to change sides. Right leg long. Right arm reaches out, out, out. Hold the foot and stay open. I'm completely fine with that option. If you can drop your right elbow a little bit more to the inside of your leg, wonderful. Left arm reaches up or might extend as well towards right foot. And slowly unfold yourself. If you want to counter stretch to the other side, please do. And then bring both legs to the front. Or one Paschimottanasana, 1 minute. A forward fold that suits you well in this moment, whatever that means. Lovely. Good. Last three breaths. Slowly rising out. Hands behind you. Let's make it an easy counter stretch. Tabletop. And then looking forward over your knees and aim to bring your hips down, not just in the middle, but a little bit more towards the left side. Bringing both knees together and letting your knees drop to the right. So you have your little 90-degree angle. And then you're going to turn to the back and you're going to lay yourself onto your forearms or possibly your torso, possibly left ear. Then take your left hand, set it onto the floor, push in so you can slide your right arm out to your left, same side as your knees, really reaching the right arm long. If you like, you could extend your left foot into your right hand, long right arm, long left leg, and then allow your left shoulder to fall back. If you want, extending your lower right leg down the mat. Ooh, until all your limbs are nice and long and extended for a second twist. And turn your head back. Bring your left knee back over the right knee, both knees bent, and then you set yourself back up. So we do it the same way on this side. You're facing forward. You're letting your knees drop to the left as we would do in a twist. Then you're going to turn your hands towards the back short side of your mat. And then folding your chest and torso down if that's available. Maybe even your right ear. If that's too much, of course, head is resting on your hands if you like. If the whole going down with your torso is too much, stay on your elbows. It's all good. Stay exactly as far as you can go. I kind of like that twist because it feels like it has a little bit more architecture to itself, or it feels a little bit more asymmetrical in a way because of the size of the pelvis. Or maybe that's just a feeling. I don't know. And then we're going to switch it into the second twist. So I place my right hand on the floor, give my torso just enough lift to slide my left arm out to the right side or where my knees go. If you want to extend your right leg into your left hand, wonderful. Right arm, right shoulder falling back, opening up. And the final little cherry on top if you want to lengthen your lower left leg down the mat. So all arms and legs are nicely extended. So what would be the name of that? Supta Uttita Asta Padagustasana, but with a Parivrita twist in there. Ooh. Two more breaths. And then gently, maybe roll yourself back onto your left side with two knees bent, nice and comfortable. Roll onto the back side. Rock yourself up to sit, crossing your ankles. And come onto hands and knees. Move through your own shoulders and your own backside for a moment. Of course, you can do cat and cow if that's the nicest what it feels, or you're becoming a little bit more three-dimensional, say it like this. And then finding our way onto the belly, into a sphinx. Go classic with your palms down if you like. If you want to give your shoulder blades one more little nudge, palms up and turning the hands a little further out. Bringing your arms back parallel, palms turning down. Bend your right knee. Slide your right knee towards right shoulder, so to say, as if you're climbing a wall. That's sort of the same idea as with the first little twist we just did, that turned around twist. It becomes a little asymmetrical. That means it gets a little bit more form and architecture to it, just to make it interesting for the feeling. Optional, of course, is you could lengthen your right leg out to the side. Then lower your chest, bringing your hands alongside the chest to lift yourself onto your left knee, while your right leg still long, if possible. If you didn't have it long, step it out like we did at the beginning of the class, and then cat and cow, arching and rounding your back. 3 times. One more exhale, round, round, round. One more inhale, arch, 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 and shift your hips towards left heel. And shift it back onto your belly. Bring right leg in. Reach your arms towards the wall behind you. Give your shoulders the little roll and the little squeeze in between the shoulder blades, lifting your chest. Interlace your fingers and lengthen your hands towards your heels. For this round, keeping your feet pressed down into the floor. And on your next exhale, lower down onto your right ear. Let your heels drop out to the side. Take a rest. Then coming back into Sphinx. Of course, you do that with long legs. Just try to stay in the camera. And then left knee pulls up. Or left leg can extend out to the side. Then lower the torso to place your hands alongside the chest to lift onto your hands and right knee. Cat and cow, exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Just feeling that difference in that asymmetrical setup for your legs. Last time, round, round, round. Arch, arch, arch. And then I let my hips fall back towards my right heel. And then shifting the weight back, forward. Come to lay on your belly. Bringing that left leg back. Resting on your left ear. Then looking down onto the mat. Same as before, arms reaching behind your body to the wall behind you. This time we lift everything, including the legs. If you want, yes, you can interlace your fingers again, or you keep them open, your choice. Shalabhasana. Bend your knees, take hold of your ankles, flex the feet, push pubic bone into the floor, lift into Dhanura Asana. And just to remind you that this is still play and not suffering, roll onto your right side. Woohoo! And then roll yourself back. Wee! Lift to the left, to the left. Ah. And you're back in the middle. And one more lift. Yay! And then release. Hey, hey. And then ever so sweetly turn onto your backside. Bending our knees, arms alongside the body. Pushing your feet firmly into the floor, lifting the hips one more time. Roll your shoulders under. Keep pressing into and through your feet. If any of you wants to go further, hands alongside the head, inhale, exhale, onto the crown of your head. Inhale, exhale, rising up. And slowly bring it down. Rest your knees against each other, arms are free. And then finally extending your arms a little further out to the side, palms down so they can support you a little bit. Bringing your knees over your hips, legs glued together. On an exhale, knees to the right. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, knees to the left. Inhale, lift up. Knees to the right. Inhale, lift up. Knees to the left. Last time, lift up, knees to the right, last round. Lift up, knees to the left. Inhale, lift. Legs long to the ceiling. Arms reaching also to the ceiling. Try just for this round where your legs and your arms are just shooting straight up, not lifting your shoulders off the floor. Shoulders stay grounded, hips stay grounded. Actually, what you're trying to do is a little gentle arching of your back, keeping those natural curves for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross right ankle over left ankle, bringing your knees towards the chest. You can hold your feet and ankles and draw the whole package nice and close in. Head and shoulders stay down. If your hips come a little off the floor, I don't mind. If that's where you're compressing to, lovely. On your next exhale, unfold, same position as before. Feet and arms straight up towards the ceiling. Then left ankle crosses in front of the right, or the shin if you want. I'm bending my legs to the chest. I'm taking right and left foot and ooh, just press it all a little together. Draw it in, draw it close, make it small. And unfold yourself and setting up for your Shavasana. If that entails blankets and bolsters and socks and good stories and good, I don't know, setting up to make yourself nice and comfortable, that's for sure. You always, of course, have the option to make a different choice. Because right now it's still your practice. So if you prefer this as a leg up the wall moment, if you prefer this as a sitting moment, that is always fine, huh? Cool, 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 cool. And then softening and relaxing into the soothing embrace of Shavasana. Thank you very much. It's always one of the most interesting postures. Nearly all other postures feed into what you know very well how to do. To be somebody, to be something, to do well, to achieve, to prove. Here, it's the opposite. Don't be anything. Just be. Allow a deep breath back into your body. Now you take control again, moving your fingers, your toes, maybe a gentle stretch out. And then, in your own time, if you want to, join me in one last final seat. And just to clarify the beginning sentence, oh, I want you to become fanatic. I want you to become obsessed, but with yourself rather than with anybody else's teachings. Imagine a world where you could not take another class, another workshop, read another book. Like, this is it. No more information available. No more self-improvement available beyond what's already there for you. Get fanatic about that. To be just yourself. As always, if you like, bring your hands together in front of the heart space for our final whoop whoop shout out to the inner teacher. Om Bolo Shri Satguru Bhagavan Ki. Yay! Victory to the inner teacher, and we're bowing down to the inner teacher, that inner voice. See, that was always there. That is not a learned quality, that inner teacher. So once in a while, just become obsessed with listening in. Yay. Thank you so much for indulging on this glorious 9th of October. Cheapers, it's like, it's time slang when you're having fun. I wish you a lovely weekend. Be nice to yourself, balance out your energies, take good care of your body, and I hope to see you next Thursday again. Bye.
Bye bye. Likewise.
Bye.